driving through the wind and the pouring rain. Headlights up ahead, dancing, dying flames. East of Tuthill, miles from Mobile. In a raging storm, tightly holding the wheel. Stopping for a jukebox and lights down low. Stuck inside a card game, nobody I know. A girl in the shadows, maybe a spark. Singing at a table, laughter in the dark. Another night with the lights down low.
Another dark night with a heart you don't know.
Another night with my engine turned on.
Another dark night waking up the dawn.
3 a.m. I'm heading for the door. Slipping on sawdust all over the floor. Feeling helping hands, doubt was in her gaze. I lost connection in a smoke ring haze. Back inside my car with the windows rolled down. The sound of love somewhere, hoping to be found. Another night with the lights down low.
Another dark night with a heart you don't know.
Another night with my engine turned on.
Another dark night, will I get lucky tonight?
Another night with the lights down low.
Another dark night with a heart you don't know.
Another night with my engine turned on.
Another dark night, will I get lucky tonight? Ooh, na 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 na. Another dark night, another dark night. Ooh, na 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 na. Another dark night, another dark night. Ooh, na 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 na. Right through the water, misty gray. See what evil's brought you and pray. Pray for your soul, 'cause your soul is damned. Your sin is now in Satan's hand. He's marked you with his brand, misty gray.
Right through the rain now, misty gray. On your knees for an angel and pray. your luck runs out real fast, Misty Gray. Misty Gray, take one last shot. The whiskey's fine, cause in hand's fine, that's all you got. Misty Gray, no one will mourn. No one thought that they could break you, but it's time to meet your maker, Misty Gray. Ride through the thunder, Misty Gray. Ride, yeah. Ride the lightning, burn asunder, and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Hallelujah. Pray for the ghost, your birds too. You'll be engrossed yourself real soon and haunt the coming moon, Misty Gray. Misty Gray, take one last shot. The whiskey's fine, cause in hand's fine, that's all you got. Misty Gray, no one will mourn. No one thought that they could break you, but it's time to meet your maker, Misty Gray.
It's time to pay the ferryman. Yeah, that guy's been waiting a long time for you.
Misty Gray, take one last shot. The whiskey's fine, cause in hand's fine, that's all you got. Misty Gray, no one will mourn. No one thought that they could break you, but it's time. It's time to meet your maker, Misty Gray. Yeah, Misty Gray. Daddy said we were made to fall. You better learn to fly. He said, son, you could have it all. You're following my life. We took the path and we traveled on. I ended up in the trees. Daddy kept walking and I could see clearly I'm where I'm meant to be. And I climb so high. Rocket ships and tattered feathers, a chance to learn to fly. My head's down in this stormy weather. I turn and take my dive. We took the path and we traveled on. I ended up in the trees. Daddy kept walking and I could see clearly I'm where I'm meant to be. And I fly so high. And I fly high.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. Dennis here. I'm sorry about the delay. Hey, real quick. After being bitten by a radioactive bird, yours truly, the somewhat mannered Tuthill, was compelled, nay, possessed, to try and become Kineos, the Skydude. Episode number 26. Episode number 26. And today's title is Newfound Love. Yeah. I have discovered and discovering a newfound love for that thing on the screen right there. The Textron Aviation Cessna. Blah, 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 blah. Right? That. Right? That beastie right there. Not just for the fact that she can carry much more cargo, allowing me anyway at the moment to start making a lot better money. It's a lot better than the money than when we first started. For example, just take a quick pop over here into the hangar, into the jobs. Look me here. Okay. Look at the average reward of a job within 26 miles, 19,000. 18,000, 22,000. Here's one, 36,000. Yeah, sure, that one's 82 miles away, but still, I mean, 20,000 to 19,993. I mean, we weren't making over, I mean, we'd be lucky at 5. Same with all of our pilots. We have 4 of them working now. Meet Hurricane. There's Berlin. There's Maverick, and then we have Ghost Rider down here at the end. And they're all in, well, Hurricane is in my old 172 Skyhawk. Berlin's still in a 152, and that's not doing him any good. We should at least bump him up, but I'm thinking to save the money now so we can at least possibly rent them all. Caravans. I don't know if owning is the right way to go. Maybe. But I'm looking at the rental prices and it's not that bad. I'm renting these right now. Thank goodness. I had a terrible mishap yesterday, not too far from here. And I took a corner too slow. And I flipped over and I didn't have enough altitude and I totaled the Caravan. Yeah, totaled it. It was completely, when you looked in the hangar under the hull, how much hull did it have left? This right here, which is your hull rating, you want it to be up in the 100%, of course. 0. I completely totaled it. So, thank goodness I was renting it, and thank goodness it was insured, because I believe that the damage could have been much worse. But that set us back pretty bad yesterday. So most all the profits that we had made yesterday went right out the window. I had not done a backup. Right, it was such a fluke. So you've got to respect the bird as much as you love it. The Caravan. And once we get going, I'll talk about it some more. But speaking of backing up things, remember to back up frequently. I need to put a sticky on my screen or just right on my forehead or some little nerd device where I connect like a headband with a wire that sticks out with a sticky that just hangs in front of my face, like dangling the carrot. To remind me to come to the settings tab in Neofly4 and select this regularly. Right? Backup progression. Now you can right at the moment it doesn't like with some games where you can like save as and you can give them unique titles. Right at the moment it only creates one backup file, but if you go into restore progression, okay, now let me show you what you will get. I don't know if you're actually seeing that or not. I don't think you are. Either way, it creates a master one. Every time you click that, it creates a file called Neofly backup.back. Maybe got back. Okay. Copy that and paste it as a copy in the same folder, and then give it a unique title. Like today, I just did a backup of it. You can't see this, but in the file directory, Neofly backup back, I'm going to make a copy of it, and I'm going to paste it. And what I get is Neofly backup space hyphen space copy dot back. So it makes a copy. Okay. I'm going to rename that to Newfound Love. So Neofly backup instead of hyphen copy back. Newfound Love. Okay. And I can, if I need to restore from right here when we're starting the podcast today, all I got to do is change my Neofly backup.back, the master backup, to a copy, and then change Newfound Love to Neofly backup.back. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So you can create your own instances. Okay. Our pilots, they're so zippy today. Berlin is unloading already on his job. Ghost Rider's landing. Maverick's ready to go. So make sure that they have at least 24 gallons in these small planes. Woo, that's a little bit much. 24 to 30, somewhere in there, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. But because they're in such small planes, I have to limit the amount of fuel that they have so that they can have a decent sized cargo to do anything. Once you top up their fuel, come back into jobs, and I'm trying to, and you can filter these by distance. I try to find anything below 30 miles usually, and right now at the moment, I try to find the highest paid one, but sometimes I'm just moving fast and I just find whatever the shortest distance is and click it. So 26 is our shortest distance. Luckily, it's the most high paying one as well. So that's lucky. Now you click this to set the job. And then on the character Maverick himself, right next to their profile picture is a little icon of a plane taking off. You need to click that to make them go and start doing their job. If you don't know that it's clicked, and you click it again, and you click it again, you'll get that. I don't know why it doesn't show you the pop-up screens for this application, but I've got a pop-up saying this pilot is already airborne. Okay, so I'm going back to staff, and I'm looking, and that Hurricane is ready to go. She's zippy. She only has 14 gallons, so let me top that up a tiny bit. Too much. She's in my older plane. She can actually carry a little bit more fuel. Okay. If you are getting fuel at an airport that doesn't normally supply fuel, you're going to pay 3 times as much. So not happy, but you know, got to do it. And then find Hurricane a job here. Filter by distance. There's one at 20 for 4,000. So again, lucky. There's one at 26 and it just pays like 200 more. 28. It's a 4 or 9. So she has the plane that can push it a little bit. So I'll go ahead and take that. Click that to set the job. Click the icon next to their profile to go. Go back to staff and make sure they're all working. Berlin is not. He just landed and unloaded. 22 pounds of fuel. Just a touch. He's in the smallest plane. All right, let's find him something. I'm just gonna go with the 22-mile job. Job added and go. Okay, now it's up. Now it's time for our first flight. Where are we? 10 minutes after the hour. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. I'm sorry for the delay again. I was when I first started streaming, I had to keep everything in 1280. I wasn't getting the throughput that I needed, and that should be solved now. So you should be able to, and you should be seeing this in 1080p. And then the problem with OBS is getting my settings right. So when I was trying to do this earlier, in that first hour, I was ready to go. And then I watched the stream and it was choppy. So I had to keep setting the time to launch the stream back so that I could figure out what the heck was going on with this thing and get the settings right before the show started so that it's not, it was bad. I mean, if you're getting any sort of lag whatsoever, I can tell you it's nothing like what it was. It was like every 2 or 3 seconds it would change. So we had like 0 FPS and chop. Yeah. Bad. Dun, dun. Oh yes, the plea for like and subscribes. Who likes doing it, right? Don't you feel goofy when you do it? Would you please like and subscribe? I mean, everybody else is doing it. So I have a really good reason right now. Maybe, suppose I could try to be a better man and go out there and try to find something better to do with my off hours to make a little bit of income. But my primary job, if I'm starting at 10 o'clock in the morning like I am now, I'm on call as a vehicle transporter, among other things. And if nothing is happening, chances are I'm streaming first thing in the morning. So here I am. And so when those are slow, I need to try to bring in any sort of extra currency to make the wife happy. Okay? Doesn't really matter what it is. Just as long as there's something. And she sees that, oh, okay, and we're all good. Right? It's just got to be something. So please, every like and subscribe is going to make her happy. And that's the ultimate thing I need to do so that I can keep doing this. Right? How much did you make? I made 25 cents. Oh, honey, that's fantastic. Keep at it. Okay. Right. So please, for the love of everything, please hit that like and subscribe and notify. Well, you don't have to hit the notify, but you can forget about me, but please like and subscribe and just leave me on the back burner somewhere. Yeah. Hey, I made $2. Oh, honey, that's fantastic. Keep going. Oh, right. So that's all I need and all I ask, keep my marriage intact. Allow me to keep flying and messing around with this stuff because I love it. I just love it. I love it. Okay. We need to get a job and then, do a station ID at 15 minutes after the hour, get our music going. And did we take that job? No, we didn't. 25 miles at 18,000. No, this one was 26 miles at 19,993 to a place we are very familiar with, KFCS, the Army Airfield at Fort Carson. Let's take that. Excellent. So sensitive. They do it anyway. I don't have to release a break. Oh, he's done. Right? Doesn't it just sound like they're just smacking them together? Like you said, it was sensitive. It sounds like you're being too hard. But he's up there. All right, 15 minutes after the hour, I'm going to try to start doing this like a radio program, and which is that was one of my other super favorite things to do in life is broadcasting and imagining that I'm a DJ. So not only am I imagining I'm going to be a Skydude, I'd like to get Imagine that I'm still DJing in some way. So we're 15 minutes after the hour. I'm going to put a marker here in the YouTube thing, and you might see an advertisement. Stand by. Then we do like a station ID tag and put up the title of the live stream. Music powered by the Pretzel app. They provide, look up in the corner or the top here, YouTube safe, and it is on, meaning they're going to try their absolute best to make sure that everything I play has no problem with YouTube and copyright and yada, yada, yada. Right? So thank goodness for that. Let me show you real quick. Where is it? The Pretzel app. Right down there, hidden behind that thing. Okay. Because the title of this episode is Newfound Love, I'm going to skip from the country, and I'm going to look for like the romantic stuff. There's like a channel in here for like love. See if I can find it. Dun, 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 dun. The Love Bug, right? So I'm going to play a couple of romantic tunes dedicated to the Cessna. And, yeah. All right, well, let's get this show on the road. I'm going to turn it down just a touch, and hopefully you can still hear me, and I'm not being drowned out by the music. If you need any adjustments made at this time, fine-tuning my audio with the background music so that we stand apart, please let me know in the chat. It's really difficult for me to do my own stream and then check it out. Okay. We're ready to go. I turned on my engine too soon. Didn't realize I needed that much fuel. I wonder if I could just do it this way.
request taxi for takeoff north departure.
Indian 21 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 8 right using taxiway Charlie Alpha cross runway 26 left Bravo cross runway 35 Bravo Alpha. Contact tower on 119.1 ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 8 right using taxiway Charlie Alpha cross runway 26 left Bravo cross runway 35 Bravo Alpha Kinias 21.
Pueblo Airport information, Quebec 16000. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear.
2986.
2.10. Altimeter 29er decimal.
Beautiful day for flying in Colorado. Look at this. There's Mr. Blue Sky. Compared to the weather that we've been having, this is gorgeous. Bow. 5 minutes after the hour. You're watching Ineos the Skydude on YouTube TV. Thankfully, my mic is on. Had one of those momentary heart attacks. Oh my gosh. Yesterday was horrible. Sounds like somebody's eating something. That's grossing me out. Like, and they're like licking their fingers. That's how I like my eggs. Sunny side up. Is there more? Set our altitude. Be fine there. I hope. Just one little tiny ridge to get over when we take off out of here, and that's about it. Flight level change to like 70, 80 knots. Yeah. I'm gonna set this thing to nav. When you first load into this thing, the CDI is set to the localizer. You need to make sure that's set to GPS. Hey. Oh, I was gonna say we're at the bottom of the hour. Nope, not yet. So CDI. Like that. Currently no wind data. I should have got that when I was listening to ATC.
Pueblo Airport information, Quebec 1600 Zulu.
Wind calm.
Wind calm. Visibility 10.
Right. Anything else? Yeah, lights. I need a refresher. I don't know if we need strobe on during the day or not. No smoking button doesn't work, so smoke if you got them. Put on your seatbelt. That's an operative. That should be working. I love it. It's got anti-ice.
Pueblo Tower, Kinias 21 at runway 8 right, ready for departure north departure.
172s don't have the de-ice or any anti-icing stuff.
Wind calm departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 8 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 8 right, Kinias 21.
That was a cute little tune. Hey, let's stop right there. Stop right there. It's gonna play. Stop right there. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the hour, so before we take off here, pause this. And again, I want to get into the kind of the habit of in a YouTube studio placing a marker. It's not time stamping yet, and then possibly doing a station ID, and you let a YouTube, if it wants to, have one of their advertisers pop in at the moment. Hopefully you can skip all these if you want. So there may have been one there. And you are, like station ID, you're watching Kinias and listening to Kinias and listening to Pretzel music on YouTube TV. Welcome back. We're getting ready to take off from Pueblo here and head to Colorado Springs. Testing my AI out on the first flight. My assistant, can't see him, he's invisible. Call him Steve. And so far, with these first flights that I do, I let him taxi and try to take off, sometimes land, to see how he's functioning. Can I rely on him or not? Sometimes he skips out to lunch or just chooses not to. He breaks frequently. So in NEOFLY, don't know if it's a NEOFLY issue syncing, or I don't know, or it's a Microsoft Flight Simulator issue. Don't know. The first week we were using him in here, he kept driving us off the runway into the grass. He's crashed a plane on taxiing. He's done major damage to a... You hear that, Steve? She liked your takeoff. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, he crashed a plane, did major hull damage to a plane on landing. So, I mean, we all have bad days. Hey, I lost one of these Caravans yesterday, Steve. Pretty bad. Well, you were here. Maybe that's the reason why he quit working after that. He's like, I don't want to fly with you no more, man. I know I'm just an AI, but
Pueblo Tower Kineas 21 continue for north departure.
all right, we're going to take over from Steve here. Set this in. Come up here. Turn off Steve. I'm on the autopilot. Hit now. And pay particular attention, hopefully. It is doing your flight level change right. It is. And we're not coming crashing down. All this out of the way now. Steve is still doing radios for us. Let him do that. Right. $16 minutes and 52 seconds. It's probably going to increase a little bit because I need to start conserving fuel. She uses a lot of fuel. I'm gonna bring the fuel back, bring the spot back, and bring the throttle back. Try to zoom in here. Try to keep this low, fuel flow. And then hopefully we still have enough throttle to maintain. Going a little too slow. Don't want to stall. It's hard keeping that fuel flow under 200. Yeah, now I'm back to 429, just pushing it a tiny bit. I am trying so hard to keep lowering the throttle. I mean, we're almost doing 100 knots. Now that she's leveled out and making sure the flaps are up, still trying to pull back on the throttle. It hasn't stabilized yet. And trying desperately to get this thing closer to 200 on the fuel flow. But she keeps going, she keeps dropping, and I'm worried that it'll just keep dropping. We just can't get enough oomph at the moment to stay level, or the plane's going to struggle too hard, something like that. And stall. I'm really worried about that. I'm trying to find that sweet spot to where we're still clipping along at a good pace. We're not going to stall, and we're using the least amount of fuel possible. That's what no, you're not really seeing a lot going on. It's just these, making these slight little adjustments on my throttle. A spider crawling on my roof, so pardon me if you hear any screaming. That'll probably be me if it like leaps off onto me or something. I'll try to put it outside.
Kenny is 2-1, contact Colorado Springs approach on 124.0. Good day.
124.0 Kenya's 2-1. Colorado Springs approach, Kenya's 217,300 feet.
Kenny is 2-1, Colorado Springs approach altimeter 29.75. Continue as planned.
Mission successful. Big black jumping spider, wolf spider, ejected from the premises. 86th. Yeah, normally I set down the rules, you know. Hey, this is my space and you're not allowed in my space, and I don't want to have to declare war. But I will. So let's just respect each other's boundaries. And you know. So occasionally we get an encroacher like that, I guess, maybe not familiar with the rules. And I try to be as pacifist as I can with all small things. Just grab it with a cloth and out you go.
That's Tower Kineas, 2111 miles southeast, 7,300 feet to land.
Kineas 21 Bus Tower. Altimeter 29.80 wind call enter left traffic runway 13.
Enter left downwind runway 13, Kineas 21.
All right, 45 minutes after the hour. Time for another little station break here. You're watching Kineas the Skydude and listening to Kineas the Skydude and listening to Pretzel Music on YouTube TV. One moment, a sponsor might chime in here. Not one of mine, just YouTube thing. So if you were just away for a moment, again, welcome back. You're watching Kineas the Skydude on YouTube TV. Steve is getting ready to take us into in for a landing here. I'll be taking over later, but I want to make sure that he's fully functional today, in case we need him. And you know, why not use him at this point? Much automation as you can, but I want to talk about the handling a little bit on this thing, and this should let me back up here, think about what I'm going to say. This plane should be the one you train in. This should be the most common trainer in the United States, and this should be the most affordable one for most people learning to fly. Or and the reason why I say that is, I mean, look at most Americans today. For 4 people my size, and actually some of the guys I hang out with are much bigger, you know, wrestlers and ex-athletes on the field, and you know, some big people. Right? And then they all have luggage. You try to get 4 hefty people to Las Vegas from Colorado Springs, you're going to be stopping at every gas station along the way. You're going to be so heavy. It's just no bueno, right? And you're, you know, trying to keep that much weight up in the air like this thing. She uses a lot of fuel. You know, we're trying our best to get her all set up when in cruise to be as fuel efficient as we can. But when you're not doing that, she's going to be just sipping through the fuel. I didn't even say sipping, gulping through the fuel. But because of the average weight of Americans these days, something like this is better. And not only that, safety wise, this thing is such a joy to fly because of the stability. Look at how long the flaps are. So at full flaps, I mean, one, she can take off. If you've got flaps on, she can take off in a super short distance. It's almost like being in a helicopter. She'll go. You got a good headwind, she's up in the air. Same thing with coming down. If you trying to get this up here and turn the camera back down. I think I should take over from Steve just to demonstrate this. All right, let me turn them off. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go full flaps, and you see the nose is gonna go super sharp up, but only in like the F-35, a military aircraft. Again, I don't have that much experience with
Clear to land runway 13,
planes like this.
Kias 21.
But in the F-35, I was amazed that you can throw that thing into like a nosedive, right? And she doesn't want to fall. It's not this massive dive. So if you're in a Cessna like 172 and you point the thing to the ground, she's going to go straight down for the most part, even with full flaps. I mean, this thing, because the flaps are so big, when you push the nose down, yeah, it's going to go, but it's still going to be really controlled. I think you're going to love it. And she's got the guts to climb. That's another thing. When you got all these heavy people on board, and if you have to fly anywhere near the mountains to start climbing, I mean, you need so much power. And with 4 fat guys, for lack of better phrasing, you are not climbing, man. So you've got a plan to like start to reach like 15,000 feet, like way out there on the prairie. Like start way out there and make sure you've got a climb set from the moment that you take off, so that by the time you reach those mountains, you're way above them. And you're gonna have to provide oxygen for your fat people. I shouldn't say fat, just big. We're just so much bigger today. I mean, today's show is all about like the love of this plane, so I'm currently listening to the romance channel, and we can the love bug channel. I can change that up pretty soon. So just cutting the throttle and pointing her down. See, she's kind of like stabilizing. I didn't say straight down, but I'm pointing it down, and look at my airspeed. As we cruise Parisian skies. We're actually in Colorado, but music makes me feel like we're in gay Paris. Very stable. I wasn't minding my speed, and if you're just tuning in, you didn't hear me say earlier that I totaled one of these planes yesterday. I got too overconfident real quick and wasn't paying attention to my speed on a turn, a really low level turn, trying to find a runway. Big mistake. Always keep an eye on your power management. You hear that, Steve? You did better than me.
Indians 21 turn next taxiway.
Oh,
Indians 21 contact ground on 118.55.
so much weight. You gotta get it on those brakes.
118.55 for Kinia's 21.
Yeah, she just needs a little bit more responsive wheels. Get a good turn on. But if you're going slow enough, I like it. Oh. I just realized you're not hearing the audio from... I need to add another audio channel. Oh. Hold right there for a moment. Yeah, I just realized you're not I'm learning about splitting audio channels, and they have an application, audio capture beta, in OBS right now. And so I set up audio channels for Microsoft and for Pretzel and turned off the desktop. Pardon me, I have a sneeze. Whew. Okay. And I just realized that you're not hearing the dispatcher. So I've been like, yeah, listen to that, Steve. You're like, what did Steve hear? I know now that you're not hearing any of that. I'm trying to remedy that right now. And it should be right. So as she makes audibles, you should be able to hear those now. I haven't figured a way to make it show all the pop-up screens that happen in Neofly, but speaking of, let's check on our people. Ghost Rider's ready to go. A bit more fuel. That back on for a couple more minutes. I liked that last tune. That was nice. That was good.
Nothing is easy, but we can give it a try. So many problems make you break down and cry. So many times I ask myself what it takes to get by. One kiss from you and it's alright. Yeah. Sometimes I lose my way, troubles on my mind. But one kiss from you and it's alright. Yeah. Just one kiss, just one kiss, gonna make it alright. Another dark morning, it still feels like night. Work hard for the things you want, hope it turns out alright. Sometimes life can pull you down when all you wanna do is fly. One kiss from you and it's alright. Yeah. Sometimes I lose my way, troubles on my mind. But one kiss from you and it's alright. Yeah. It's alright. Just one kiss, gonna make it alright. La la la, la la la
One kiss, Kevin Conner. It's at the top of the hour. You know what that means. Quick little break for station ID and for me to do some things in YouTube, put a marker and leave a place for an advertiser. Do. And quickly show a screen for Pretzel app. That's what we're using here. Pretzel providing YouTube safe live streaming music for YouTube and Twitch. So I don't have an affiliate link yet. I want to get one. Tell them Kenny has sent you. But I'll have affiliate links as soon as they give me some to put into the description. Until then, just, yeah. If you're interested in something like that, check out Pretzel Rocks or Pretzel Music. It is owned by SoundTrader now, and you can log in with your Twitch account. It's tied to Twitch somehow. So, luckily I had one of those. So, if you have Twitch, you're going to be very, very happy. Okay, I need to, when this happens to you while you're doing Neofly and you get this shutdown screen, really the best thing you should do is go back to the main menu and spawn back in. Yes, you're going to have to start up your plane again and all that, but it has desynchronized with Neofly, and then all of a sudden says you have a mission, but then you fly to your mission destination and nothing, nada, niet, you don't get paid at all. And then you're going to be mad. So just respawn where you were and just bite the bullet. You start your plane, set up a job again. And I looked while we were waiting for the top of the hour to come by. I was you may have seen me mucking about the market. So I was looking to see if they sold anything here that was going to be more valuable than just doing a mission, doing a job. So mechanical parts always sell well, and they're selling well today. They're going for 1,900 at certain place. Let me go back over here. So here where we're at, KFCS, this is what they're selling. And mechanical parts, again, they always sell good. And I was looking at, like, let's go K-Fly. or K-Pub. Okay. K-Pub is buying them for 1070. One of the other places around here. You can also click over here on an airport and right click and choose compare to current. They're not even purchasing. They don't want mechanical parts. They don't. They do. So 1070. So I don't remember where I just clicked and got the 1090. 1026. So it does vary. I'm sure if you keep searching around, maybe I could find one that would take mechanical parts that would even be even better. And no, so it adds up to about $15,000. So I could get about, with this plan I can carry about 14 of them. So over here on mechanical parts, drag the slider and see how many I can take. There's 14 right there. Okay, and it'll cost you $150,000 to purchase those. When you're trying to buy phones yesterday, I bought a pallet of phones, $1 million. So you'll need a lot of money if you're gonna move the bigger things. That was insane. I couldn't believe it. $1 million for, I don't know how many pallets we ended up taking. Not just one. We had quite a few, but yeah, hefty price tag. And then when you get to a place, if you've got the cargo here, let's say we were loaded with lots of mechanical parts at the moment, and we're at this airport, you're going to come here and click what you're going to sell, and then drag the slider up and sell your product that way. All right. What's next here on music? Let's see. One Kiss. Or was that the name of the last one? No, new tune. That Girl. Same fellow though. All right, let's get a job set up and go.
I know it's going to be a good day when my favorite pilot is working. Start your engine.
There, you should be hearing a lot of got to buy fuel.
How can I make a perfect world?
Please take extra care, especially when wheels are on the ground. Aircrew, be advised, today's fragile cargo is being manually handled onto the aircraft at the customer's request.
I had the dang microphone muted again. Dang it. Bad.
Flight crew, be advised, the fragile cargo looks extremely delicate. We have secured it the best we can. Please taxi with caution.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
I'm just gonna have to just never turn off the dang mic because I'm just mentally deficient. I keep forgetting once I mute my mic to turn my mic back on. So deepest apologies for the last few minutes. I've been talking about how to do all this stuff and mic was off. You'd think after years of doing this, that wouldn't be a problem anymore, and how it still manages to be a problem. Yeah. Stupid.
Butts ground Kineas 2-1 request taxi for takeoff departure to the east.
Kineas 2-1 taxi to and hold short of runway 13 using taxiway Bravo. Contact tower on 125.5 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 13 using taxiway Bravo. Kineas 2-1.
With you, don't know what to do with you. Feel so good with you. Found myself in you. Lying so awake with you.
Colorado Springs Airport information, India 2100 Zulu. Wind 115 at 5. Visibility 10.
Start falling,
Sky condition.
move faster, heart will start thumping. Disaster, half of me jumping. No matter, other half running. Go faster, lying so awake with you. Don't know what to do with you. Feel so good with you. Found myself in you. Then you start calling weeks later, keeping me crawling. Your chamber said that you are in no later. Baby, you flawless, my savior. Lying so awake with you. Don't know what to do with you. Feel so good with you. Found myself in you.
Kenny is messing up on YouTube TV.
I'm sick of saying see you soon. If only I were there in your room. Get me on a plane back home. 7 hours to you. Thinking, did I chase my dreams too far? It seems like we're worlds apart. So tell me, are the stars the same from here to where you are? Lately we're together but on our own. It's not enough to see your face on my phone. I wanna be able to show you when I run out of words. Is there another way for me to say I love you? 'Cause now we've got another 100 days to get wishing I was in our bed, lying next to you instead. I'm staring at the ceiling and I miss your silhouette. Lately we're together but on our own. It's not enough to see your face on my phone. I wanna be able
Let's tower
to show
Kineas
you
2-1 ready for
when
departure
I
to
run
the
out
east
of
and runway 13.
words. Is there another way for me to say I love you? 'Cause now we've got another 100 days to get through.
Cleared for takeoff runway 13 Kineas 2.
Don't know how to tell you why I need you when I say goodbye. So I'll find another 100 ways to say I love you. I don't wanna wait for another 100 days more. So I'll find 100 ways to tell you I love you, tell you I love you. Is there another way for me to say I love you? 'Cause now we got another 100 days to get through. Don't know how to tell you why I need you when I say goodbye. So I'll find another 100 ways to say I love you.
Do. You're watching Kineas. It is time for station identification and or a advertiser break. So let me throw that up. If you're watching Skydude, Kineas the Skydude on YouTube TV. All right, welcome back.
Transporter, have a nice flight. Keep the cargo secure.
Hey, we don't need that in our way. Man, we're heavy. Like Steve's having a tough time climbing. Let me do a backup right here. I'm always worried when I do a transition from Steve, our AI, over to the autopilot. To get to it fast enough before we crash. Turn on that. And I forgot to turn this on. And do it direct.
Let's tower Kineas 2-1
Make sure nav is on.
east departure.
And we should be in a climb.
Let's tower Kineas 2-1 frequency.
Take it out of the red line.
Colorado Springs approach Kineas 2-1 is type Cessna Caravan, 4 miles southeast of Butts, 7,200 feet. Request flight following.
Kineas 2-1 Colorado Springs approach. Squawk 5032.
Squawk 503 to Kineas 2-1.
Kineas 2-1 radar contact. 4 miles southeast of Butts, 7,300 feet. Altimeter 29.90.
Roger, Kineas 2-1. Colorado Springs approach, Kineas 2-1. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Kineas 2-1 Colorado Springs approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace, Kineas 2-1.
It's a kind of miracle when you fall in love. It's a kind of chemical. What kind of love side?
touch almost the sky in between dreams. When you fall in love, it's a kind of miracle. When you fall in love, it's a kind of chemical. Walk on the love side, touch almost the sky in between dreams. There's a place I wanna be, summer wind and melody. There's a face that I can see in my dreams, so close to me, and so time stays still. I will wait for you until I can hold you in my arms once again. When love was in the air, and we didn't have a care. When the wine melody under the moon. Only you can fill this space. I know that there's a place that's out of reach. How can all the footsteps in the sand get washed away? Memories I'm holding in my hand. Lovers on the beach. I know it's out of reach for lovers on the beach.
Charlie Oscar Niner, 0 traffic Kineas, 2111 miles west, 8,000 feet inbound to land runway tree 5.
We were lovers on the beach.
Charlie Oscar Niner, 0 traffic Kineas, 2110 miles west, 7,900 feet inbound to land runway tree 5.
I saw the way you look at me. I'm so sure, can't ignore the sign. Your face has changed, your eyes so enlightened. You're So the way you look at me, I'm so sure, can't ignore the sign. Your face is changed, your eyes so enlightened. You're in love, your smile is so touching. You're all in love. So the way you look at me, I'm so sure, I'm so certain. Your face is so changed, your eyes so enlightened. Smile at me, you're touching. You're in love, I'm so sure. You're in love. Sign of love, sign of love.
All right. Steve is bringing us in for a landing. And doing a pretty good job so far. Let's Hop into the cockpit, see what his settings are at. Got the flaps all the way down already. Going minimum speed. So the wind will be in our face. That's what I was checking earlier. I was looking here to pick my runway. And when I checked it, it said it was coming from the north in the 300s. So I set us up for a runway, like 32 or 35, something like that. All right, and Ghost Rider should be ready for his new job now. Yep, ready to go. We're almost. We're so close to 2 million. And that's what you need to buy one of these planes. I'm currently renting. And I'm thinking about renting them all. Caravans. And that's going to be really, really, really expensive. So I'm going to need that 2 million if I'm even going to consider that. I definitely need to get Berlin and get him out of the 152. That's just kind of worthless. All right, so Ghost Rider set. And it's the bottom of the hour, so stand by. You are watching Kineas the Skydude on YouTube TV and listening to music provided by Pretzel, the Pretzel app, YouTube and Twitch Safe Music. So happy I found them. All right. We should be getting ready to make our final turn here. I'm really actually starting to enjoy this romance channel. Got this soft lounge music, a lot of the little Parisian sounding stuff. Really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed everything that I've heard on Pretzel so far. There was one song that is a mature song and it wasn't properly filtered out. So this young lady, actually it was on this channel here, I think. And she was dropping some F-bombs. We're a little off course there, Steve. Oh, I want to see him do a landing. We took over from him on the first one at the airfield, the Army airfield. I wanted to see if he'll if he's on today or off. He handles fine, Steve. You should be able to do this. Come on, man. Come on, man. Get it on the runway.
Please proceed to parking, pilot. I hope the cargo survived that.
Oh, Steve.
Contact ground
Oh
for your
my
parking
gosh.
assignment, then shut down your engine.
Oh, that was horrible. That's like one of mine. Oh, it was bad. Let's see if there's any damage to the hull. I think it was down to 70 to begin with, so let's see.
Charlie Oscar Niner, 0 traffic.
Yeah, he did some.
1 is clear of the runway. Charlie Oscar Niner, 0 traffic. Kineas 21 is clear of the runway.
Pardon me, I'm even snorting. Oh, Steve. Oh. Where are you going? Oh my gosh, just stop. Just stop. Stop. Oh man. I can hear imaginary Steve in my head. Just wee. Gosh. Oh, what do they selling here? Magazines. Profitable, but not that profitable. Now when there's a $20,000 job just to the Air Force Academy. Oh, it's too heavy for us. Oh, that's too bad. That one's pretty far. $13,800 is our best option and shortest distance flight. Yeah, 13,000. Oh no, we can't take that one either. What? Our weight has got to be still set. We haven't unloaded yet.
Transporter. Cargo
that was
unloading
it.
in progress. Stand by, pilot.
Test. Okay.
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo was picked up by the customer. Your mission is completed.
Okay. We dump this.
Ready for engine start.
Now we can take that job for $20,000 at the Air Force Academy.
Ring the sun mixed up with shades of blue. They go with us to amber label to the color to
All right.
the light spirit. Love is so simple. Love is so simple. It leads to the last way.
Plus 327 experience if we go fully loaded. We have enough fuel for sure now.
Love is so simple. Love is so simple.
Charlie Oscar 900 automated weather observation 2100 Zulu. Wind 162 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky condition few clouds at 6,300.
U980, and the wind is coming from the south now. Setting the altimeter. Oh, you stop slipping off.
Baby, you're real. Hold on to me. We'll be
Charlie Oscar Niner, 0 traffic Kineas, 21 taking off runway 35 north departure.
Everything
heck?
looks
The
good
radio-
from where I'm sitting.
Radios went off.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
Avionics shut off. What?
Charlie Oscar Niner, 0
Strange.
traffic Kineas, 21 taking off runway 35 departure to the north.
Love is true. So this is the way it begins.
Expect the unexpected.
Nothing gets higher than this. We are unreachable, flying above them. Let's go.
All right, Steve.
Let's go. Let's
Step out of the wee
go
thinking.
till the very
Wee.
end of my
Just
time. Oh, my
unbelievable. Right here. Okay, what I'm saying unbelievable too is we're taxiing and we get this pop-up screen. Okay, let me stop right there for a minute. Great tune, by the way. Thank you, Pretzel. Okay. We're experiencing some gremlins. About 30 seconds ago, I was grumbling that the avionics shut off. And so I toggled them and got them to come back on. But that was a gremlin. I have no idea how that could have happened. Okay. So then we turned Steve on to taxi us out to the runway. So mid-taxi, this shouldn't happen. It shouldn't suddenly just end your mission. Okay. If I click continue, there's a good possibility that when I land at the Air Force Academy, the job won't pay. It'll be bugged. So normally when this happens, you're in parking, you're parked, and you turn the engine off to initiate the cargo dump. And then when you're sitting there planning, that's usually when this thing pops up, making it not so bad because experience says you should go back to the main menu and then respawn in here. And hopefully you hear dispatch saying, yeah, you're good to go again. Or you have to dump the mission, dump the job, and then retake the job. Plus you have to start up your plane again and go through all that as well. It's a real drag, but I've been burned so many times just by hitting continue. So that sucks. But I've never had one happen in taxi before. And that's the whole point of stopping the music, stop the show. Let's talk about this a minute. And then because I've never had it happen here. And where does it say we're at? CO90. All right, put us back into parking. It didn't turn green. It's so easy to slip off of these things now. As soon as you click, your mouse jumps. I'm sorry for repeating this over and over and over and over again. You already know what I'm going to say. Have love. If it doesn't turn green, you're going to spawn in the air. So make sure, don't assume before you hit fly. Okay, let's get back in there.
Welcome back,
Great.
Captain. It
That's
looks
what
like
I
the
wanted to
weather
hear.
is perfect for flying.
That's what we wanted to hear.
Transporter from dispatch. It's a sensitive cargo mission today. When you check the payload in the flight plan, please release the parking brake to start.
So that's good too. Hearing anything from your dispatch.
Transporter, loading has started. Stand by.
Hearing this start again, just filling me with confidence. Not to say that the thing won't bug any time on you. It is a pre-release. And you just have to roll with it. Either get frustrated and quit.
Flight crew,
or
be
become a
advised,
Skydude.
the fragile cargo looks extremely delicate. We have secured it the best we can. Please taxi with caution.
Okay. It's 45 minutes after the hour, so before we move on, let me do a station ID kind of thing. All right. There's the cover art for our station ID. I like feeling like I'm broadcasting. I'm back in my broadcast days. I wasn't a good DJ or a good, really great broadcaster, but I was one of the first, internet-wise, one of the first live internet broadcaster for Star Trek Online. That was my thing for years and years and years and years. And then politics happened and the community went crazy. And I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You guys don't like me anyway. Yeah, wow. Everybody turned evil from my perspective. So it's just, I'm done for. I hope I find the love of it again. I hope. You know what I forgot to do is click this little thing here to allow space for a YouTube advertiser to pop in. So pardon me. Okay. So now we have to start everything back up again. But yeah, I like feeling like I'm a broadcaster again. I kind of want to run these since we have music now. And I want to control my own spacing. Right? When you create a live stream on YouTube, the AI automatically, if you don't tell it, it'll put ads anywhere it wants, where it thinks it'll set up chapters where it thinks there are key changes, and then it will insert advertisement, right? So this way I'm trying to turn all that stuff off so that I control it, so that I create the breaks where I want the breaks to be. And I'll let you know when an ad is going to play. So
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
kind of keeps me in like broadcaster mind, like, okay, do your breaks, I'm going to talk about some things and say hello to people, ask for some like and subscribes, keep my wife happy. I told her, hey, I made like $2. That's great, honey. Keep it up. That's what we need to hear her continue to say. It doesn't matter what, as long as it's happening and, it's happening. Right? So literally $2. That's how little I'm making with doing streams like this. This isn't really exciting stuff. So please, well, honey, I made 30 cents today. That's great, honey. Keep it up. That's what we need to keep hearing her saying. So every like and subscribe is her saying that. So please, 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 like and subscribe. Color started. try it again. Steve's using the reverser. Doesn't show there, but he's initiated a pushback. That guy's not moving. Okay, we need a set for KAFF. Get our autopilot set. On our trip, but kind of difficult, but I'm trying to keep these two things on the screen at the same time. I wish they would just put the controls back over here. It's so hard to keep. I gotta look at this one too. By the way, I'm trying to keep the altitude here and this button here in my vision, because I need to make sure I set our altitude 7,500. Then I need to be able to hit flight level change and see this information come up. So here, and then it's so hard to read for me. And keep this wheel on the screen at the same time, because now I'm going to use this to raise the knots to the flight level change above 70. I've seen it do it up to 100 or more. 120. I don't want that high. 100 is fine. All right. Need to turn on the yaw damper. Flight director's on. We want to be set to nav. All right. We need to have this set to GPS. Need to make sure our lights are on. Yeah. I think this needs to be a norm now. This must be a norm. Look at that.
Charlie Oscar 90 traffic Kineas 21 taking off runway 17 departing straight out.
Had to get the altimeter since we respawned.
Charlie Oscar 90 automated weather observation 2100 Zulu. Wind 132 at 8. Visibility 10.
980.
Sky condition few clouds at 6.
980. All right. Minimize air traffic control. Check on our people. It's getting overcast out. I hope we don't get any rain. That's the last thing you want to hear me say. But the roofers haven't shown up yet to check on what little leak I have, but it's right above my desk. So if it starts raining, I have to shut down quickly. Who were we just doing there?
Colorado Springs approach Kineas 21 is Request flight following.
Kenny is 21 Colorado Springs approach. Squawk 4564.
Squawk 4564, Kineas 21.
Squawk 4564, Kineas 21.
Kenny is 21 radar contact 2 miles south of Charlie Oscar Niner, 06,600 feet. Altimeter 29.78.
978. We're going to need to make a change.
Roger, Kineas 21.
Two 978. Big change right there. Told you it was getting dark.
Kenny is 21 contact Denver Center on 128.375. Good day.
Going to
Going to 128
decimal 375. Kineas 21.
Denver Center, Kineas 217,500 feet.
Kenny is 21 Denver Center, altimeter 29.75. Continue
No.
as planned.
Shoot. Try to turn Steve off sooner and turn on our autopilot and slow down. And we're at that will get us back down to 7.5. Over here to the conditioner, drop it to half. Leave. I'm gonna leave the propeller, but now start decreasing the throttle.
It's the special time of year where we commemorate our love together. And you know that I love to hear nobody sing. I ain't asking for a million. I just want you in Brazilian. Baby, I don't want no money. I just wanna have you on me. I know you wanna treat me right. So it's on my mind. I can't wait for when my baby me for Valentine's Day. I can't wait for when my baby me for Valentine's Day. I want something that money just can't buy, like you by my side. When me and you turn out on the light. Can't wait when my bag gets me for Valentine's Day. All your love I've been waiting for, and you're the only present I won't have the door. I need a taste, your warm embrace. So baby, 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 can we do it till we do it again?
124.0. Good day.
So baby,
Going to 124.0. Kineas 21.
128.0. Colorado Springs approach.
I'm trying to learn it.
7,500 feet.
Kenny is 21 Colorado Springs approach. Altimeter 29.72. Continue as planned.
I can't wait for when my bag got me for Valentine's
So no response there from us. I'm gonna have to. I'm terrified of doing the the VATSA thing because you're talking with people that are really real world people running air traffic control. Oh, I like this. Man, it's the top of the hour, but I don't want to stop this one at the moment to do the station ID and space for an advertiser just yet. Man, that was so good. That was so good, it's almost bringing tears to my eyes, you know? That's the best track I've heard today on this station. Wow. And it was, it fits. That was romantic as heck. Anyway, now I want to put my marker and leave a space here for a YouTube advertiser if they want. Welcome back. You're watching Kineas, the Skydude, and listening to Kineas the Skydude, and listening to Pretzel Music on YouTube TV. And it is just after the top of the hour, 1:02 p.m. here in Colorado, and the clouds are moving in. It's getting dark where I'm at, and if it rains and starts raining, I have to shut down because the leak in the roof isn't fixed yet. I'm gonna have to run and grab a bunch of towels, and it's not bad, but it's right here near my computer and cables, and it'd be bad. So just play it by ear. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we have a long ways to go for this one. Not as far as you think. It's not that long. It's 13 minutes. And we are utilizing the autopilot function on this plane, which I absolutely adore now. I'm so falling in love with this. And I didn't think I really would. I mean, I knew I needed a plane like this if I'm going to start moving my friends around. And we're all huge dudes. So up from the 172, this is the, other than going to a little mini jet at $5 million, you know, I need something like this, or a four-seater that's got more power, and you know, I mean, Americans are heavy these days, and I hang out with some big dudes. So I absolutely need something like this, and it's got the power to do that's for sure.
Colorado Springs approach, Kineas 2-1.
And
request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Listening to one of the
Kineas 2-1 Colorado Springs approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Okay. We're entering
Cleared through Charlie airspace, Kineas 2-1.
We're entering Colorado Springs airspace. Okay. So because of the wings and how big the flaps are, she handles really, really well. So if you need to come in for a landing and just, you got to get down to the ground as fast as possible, this thing is the plane. And if you need to take off in a short amount of space, this thing is the plane. It should have super shock absorbers. That's what I would want my model to have. And heck, if you want to make those flaps even bigger, I'm all for it. I wonder what the new ones look like, if they're going to start changing now. They've been, you know, using computers now and AI and to help them model these planes, and they're coming up with these planes that are definitely more like tubes. I mean, you can see this thing's got rather square sides, and they're really working on planes that are so much more rounded and take advantage of all the air moving over it, and every oh, I hear the thunder. And the thunder rolled. Oh, I shouldn't even be singing that dude's music right now. Everybody's mad at him. That's up to you. Yep. I'm right over there in the real world. And that's what's moving in. The blessed rain. And I normally every day I'm like, oh, praise be that we're getting the rain that we're getting, because it's always so dry lately. And I've just been praising and praising and praising the rain. Glory, hallelujah, praising it. Until he sent some hail the other day, which poked a hole, which caused my problem. So, anyway, I heard that thunder. This should be the standard trainer plane now for Americans, because we're so big now. This should be the plane. Plus, because of the way the flaps are, and more flap, this is, to me, much safer to teach somebody something with, you know, the most possible forgiving wing structures. Ones that can definitely make sure that, you know, if you're pitching down and you got full flaps, you're getting just amazing amounts of drag and can control everything. I love the way she handles. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I need to get us up a tiny bit more.
Academy Tower Kineas 21 is type Cessna Caravan 5 miles east of Colorado Springs, 7,600 feet. Requesting transition.
Kineas 21 transition approved. Report clear of Academy Tower airspace.
Will report clear, Kineas 21. Academy Tower Kineas 21, 7,600 feet to land.
Kineas 21 Academy Tower. Altimeter 29er tree 1111 at 5. Enter left downwind runway 16 center.
Enter left downwind runway 16 center, Kineas
2. Nice. Love is that way sometimes. Normally, you'd probably want to do a missed approach because, you know, wow. No, I can't see the darn runways. Ah, there's one. Oh, there it is. Oh, shoot.
Please proceed to parking, pilot. I hope the cargo survived that.
I heard something break there.
Contact ground for your parking assignment, then shut down your engine.
Yeah, I heard something snap. Yikes. Let me stop there for a minute. Too busy landing and I missed my 15-minute after, you know, I'm off my timing. And I need to leave a little space here for a potential YouTube advertiser and put a marker. You don't have to do this. Put my station ID up, kind of thing. You are watching Kineas the Skydude. After being bitten by a radioactive bird, somewhat mannered Tuthill, that's me, feels compelled, possessed to become Kineas the Skydude. Kineas is the name I've used for all of my online activities. You know, if you have a role-playing character or an alternate, you know, let's say a broadcast name, a call sign. So as long as the internet has been around, I have been Kineas. And that I use that name for as my Dungeons and Dragons character. That's where it comes from. So in college, we were still playing D&D all the way through college. And you know, after making so many characters, I'm like, that's it. I'm sick of making all these characters. I want one character. You know, I've been playing since I was 9 years old, and it's like, oh, it's always another character. Sick of making characters. I want one to, you know, I want one to evolve over like 8th level. Come on, man. Never get to experience the goods. So that's how Kineas came to be. It's like, okay, he is the culmination of all my role-playing experience. That's the name I'm going to use. And when I first got online, when the internet was first created, the bulletin board role-playing, and then chat, and then live chat, and, you know, freeform role-playing. So that's how I started with in Star Trek role-playing. I've been using that name again since the internet was born, and then I used it for all of my, you know, forum posts, you know, blah blah blah, gaming, broadcasting. That's where Kineas comes from. This is still him, you know, still Kineas going through all this stuff. And I spent years and years broadcasting in the Star Trek community. So this character goes into the future, yada, yada, yada. So we're that character, but either we've come back in time, which is possible, or when I was last role-playing Kineas in the future, I would say that I'm in the holodeck. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, how come you're not playing Star Trek Online today? I'm learning how to fly in the holodeck. Flying a starship's just so easy. Anybody can fly a starship. And now you just got to talk to them. Like, hey, do this. And it does that. Hey, go there. But back in the ye oldie days, you know, you had to know stuff. And so I had this yearning. It goes back to other reasons, but I've had a yearning to learn how to fly for a long time. And I'm finally getting comfortable with all type of aircraft and what's required of taking your pilot license tests, what they would want you to know. So I've been slowly but surely trying to apply everything that I've learned and am learning all the time in here. So this is either, again, Kineas of the future and we're in the holodeck and we're practicing, or we've gone back in time because he does work for Aegis and has access to the Guardian of Forever and other things, cool ships. And he's temporal media, and I think I've done more harm than good, but I've, tried to keep the future on track the best I could. Doesn't seem to be going that way, though. Or this is me in the past, going forward, learning how to fly, but Kineas in the future doesn't know how, and that's why he's doing it in the holodeck. So I'm just working through this with you right now, just brainstorming this. You know what I need before we move on? I still have a very bad habit. Hang on. I don't really drink and I don't really have a whole lot of vices, but I still occasionally enjoy smoking, and that's got to go eventually. But we got this nice rainy weather going on. And I really want a cigarette, so I'm hearing thunder. Whoa. Oh, I bumped the throttle. I thought I turned the engine off. Nope. Of course not. Okay, and that should also initiate our cargo dump if we have any.
Transporter. Cargo unloading in progress. Stand by, pilot.
This is where we're going to take a hit, because I know something broke. All right, Maverick's ready to go. Well, I'm getting nervous. I hear that thunder overhead. And there's probably no chance that, my roof is self-healed. Highly unlikely. That'd be great. That's really what they should do. And, there should be a layer in the roof that's more like a goo. Like a gel, or I don't know, something that, I don't know. I honestly don't like the state of most technologies. Shingles and roofing, I don't. Here's to a better way, Hurricane. Okay, fuel, go. Man, they're all ready to go. That's fine. Gotta make that money. Go. 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 Already airborne. Is it you? All right, they're all working. Where are we at? 27 minutes after the hour. Gonna talk for another 3 minutes, I guess. And just again, might have to shut down. One ear's in the simulator and one ear is outside. I'm keeping an eye out of a corner of a window. It's gonna be the first day ever that I'm praying for no rain. I'm always on rain's side, man. Always. Always rooting for you. You're one of your biggest fans. Do. All right, so let's see. While we're sitting here for another minute, go over to our Pretzel app. That's the only downside to the auto scene switcher. When I want to use it and show you what I'm doing, I have to make sure that it's already up and running, because as soon as I click into it anywhere, it's going to automatic scene switch back over to the simulator, which is a lifesaver. I could turn it off, but you know me, and then I'll forget to turn it back on. Loving the most every station. I really love the country station. We haven't listened to this one because, you know, we're nowhere near water, so I didn't. But I'm really intrigued to hear what Yacht Rock sounds like. Yeah, let's have a little bit of a listen to that after the bottom of the hour here. One more minute to go. What are they selling here anyway? I've been looking for computers and phones. They're supposed to be the most profitable. All right, it's the bottom of the hour, so I want to place a marker and leave a spot for a YouTube advertiser and do a station ID and welcome people back and say, hey, jeez, how you doing? Cough. You are watching Kineas, the origin of Kineas, Skydude on YouTube TV, and music is provided by Pretzel. You need YouTube and Twitch safe music for your live stream. Head on over to pretzel.rocks. I'm not getting paid for that. All right. Let's find ourselves a job, because they're not selling anything we want to market right at the moment. And here comes Yacht Rock. No, it didn't switch. There we go. Bros, what's preventing you from looking like that? Oh my lord, that's fine.
Sensitive cargo mission today. When you check the payload in the flight plan, please release the parking brake to start. Aircrew, be advised, today's fragile cargo is being manually handled onto the aircraft at the customer's request. Transporter.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Academy ground Kineas 21 back request taxi to the active departure to the south.
Kineas 21 taxi to and hold short of runway 34 center via taxiway Charlie Delta. Contact tower on 124.15 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 34 center via taxiway Charlie Delta Kineas 21.
I want to pause there a second. All right. So under these weather conditions, it doesn't serve me in any way to have certain. Okay. For example, the terrain level of detail. We can't really see the terrain right now with this much fog and covering. All right. So for live streaming purposes and for gaming purposes in general, you know, you want to reduce the workload on the CPU and graphic processor. And so right at the moment, we can't really see the terrain to be sightseeing. I'm going to turn that all the way down, right? The off-screen terrain pre-caching, we can now set that to low. Terrain vector data, that's a chunk. Now we can load this to low. Can you do off? Yeah. The buildings I had high, because I wanted to give you a good show while we had clear skies. But right now, to low. Trees to low, that's fine. Grasses and bushes can't see them, so I'm turning them off. The objects level of detail, I'm going to go ahead and just leave that right where it's at. But we're, you know, normally where you're putting all this horsepower, where's my pictures? Picture super sampling. I'm going to leave it. Picture resolution. I'm going to leave it. Okay. But either way, we've reduced the workload on the CPU and computer, yada, yada, yada. Because we just can't see any of that stuff. So it'll help us stay in our target frame rate range and help with the live streaming coding and yada, yada, yada. All right. Where are we? 37 minutes after the hour. I love how the droplets are catching the color of the arrows. The runway taxi thing, look at the droplets. Get our over here messing around, not getting my job done. Get to 8. Leave that at 8. Plate level change on. Get that set.
Academy Tower Kineas 21 ready for straight out departure at runway tree for center.
Kineas 21 altimeter tree 0.00 wing tree 42 and 7. Straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree for center.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree for center. Kineas 21.
That's the bad weather around us. And I'm right in it. I didn't check my payload. A little late now.
Nice takeoff, pilot. Have a safe, steady flight.
Freaking cricket. Come on. Where's my flight level change? All right. A little bit of blue sky right there. Like I said, yeah, it's pretty much pea soup at the moment. Hey, 45 minutes after the hour, so I'm gonna do station ID. Hey, check out this nifty pretzel app that we have that's providing the music for us. And I'm gonna leave a space right here for any potential YouTube advertisers. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, you are watching the origin of Kineas, a Skydude. One of many. There's a lot of Skydudes out there. But this is my Skydude. And we are flying somewhere. We are flying to and that's what we're doing. Trying to get you as close as I can. This looks like that's military airspace. Looks like this space is somebody's airspace. Nine minutes and 22 seconds. Probably call it in. 1v6. Uh-oh. Oh no, we've lost air traffic control. What happened? We might have to land without any clearance. They're gonna get mad, but we would need to do it to get our job done. Huh, wonder if the transponder bugged or something. What? We're heading right towards a mountain. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad I was paying attention to what I was seeing on the screen there. Holy geez, the flight plan it created, although efficient, takes us right into the mountain. Wow. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that, about plotting. Whoa, and we're overspeeding. Wow. This is very dangerous. Hello. I'm still doing my thing. Am I even going the right direction anymore? Nope. We're out. I had to make sure I was away from the mountains. Let's do this. Let's head south. Okay. Gonna put the autopilot back on. Click heading first. Turn off nav. Put it on heading. Alt. Autopilot. Alt hold. And then plot a course to the west when we get a little bit closer. One, we'll get beyond the bad weather and we'll make it turn this way. Because look at the terrain turning dark up in here. Okay, so you can see that you can see the terrain color change where our plane is, then a color change here, color change here, color change, and it gets darker over here. This dark orange is the mountain we were about to fly into. So I'm waiting. So I deviated this way out to the east and then down. I'm waiting to clear all this. I could probably initiate a direct to now. This seems low enough. Hard to tell. Yeah. Okay. And now we're out of the low clouds. And with all that going on, I forgot to conserve fuel. Dang it. No. Oh no, come on. No. Up. Up. Beastie. Up, up, up. Come on, up. Don't you dare hit. Come on, up. Fine, make it vertical speed. Up, up, up. Jeez. This has been the most adventurous trip. Air traffic control still seems bunged. Five. All right, gonna pause right there for a station ID. Good afternoon. You're listening to Kineas and watching Kineas Skydude on YouTube TV. Stand by for a potential ad spot. If one did play cool. All right. Trying to come in for a landing. We can see things again. And it's ahead of us, but for whatever reason, our air traffic control is bugged. And so I can't make a call into the runway. So chances are we're going to get dinged for not having the approval to land. And it's one of these out here. One beyond that. Like there's one in front. There's an airport, yeah, out here, and then there's one behind it. Oh, that. Oh, that looks like it's there. Fremont County. That's what this says. One Fremont County. All right. Kind of some neat music. Let me turn that back on and bring us in for a landing here. Don't land there. I don't want you to. I think this is a runway that's going to be deconstructed. Demolished. Got the X's on
Please
it.
proceed to parking, pilot. I hope the cargo survived that.
Yeah, it sounded like something broke on that one too.
Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
1,821,000. All right, what are they selling here? Computers. They're buying for $846. Not buying. Thing would stop resetting on me. Oh, I'm wrong. They're selling cigarettes. No, I'm not doing that. $26,000 back to the Air Force Academy. Yeah. Oh, we can't here. Take our. Oh, wait.
When wheels are on the ground.
All right, so plotting our way out of here. Well, we'll fly east.
Transporter, loading is complete. Let's go.
One moment. We're gonna make a flight plan for this. Maybe 6. All right, now that flight plan should take us away from the mountains over to the past the Pueblo airport. Still one. That's not what I'm seeing there. Oh, it's got the direct in there still. Can you? How do you get in there? Active flight plan. Derp, derp. Ah. That is what we want. Come on. I was right there. It's 15 minutes after the hour, so time for a little station identification break. You're watching Kitty as the Skydude on YouTube TV, and leaving a spot here, a marker in my video thing here, and a spot for a YouTube advertiser. Okay, back here. What's going on now? Are we paused? Anytime you hit it, I hit P, typing in names and stuff. I've got it set to active pause. Change that.
Victor 6 automated weather observation
953.
Wind 258 at 5. Visibility 6. Sky condition 13,900 feet scattered. Temperature 25C dew point 10C altimeter 2953.
That's crazy.
1 Victor 6 automated weather observation 2200 Zulu. Wind 258 at 5. Visibility
258 at 5, okay.
Sky condition.
Because I think the runways are meant to be demolished, I can't choose one to take off from. That's just lovely.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Damn. Still frozen. Do I have assist on still? No. I'll take it. Can you break it? We are still frozen. The active pause. Whoa. 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 Oh, that was bad. Doesn't seem to have done any major damage. That was unexpected. So normally Shift O will deactivate active pause, and for whatever reason it's defaulted back to or set to Shift P. When I hit that, just checking it, yeah, it released. Boy, did it. Oh, you know what? I am supposed to. I'm supposed to stop the live stream after a couple hours because they've been getting really long, and then to edit them and validate them and do all the things that it needs to do is taking a tremendous amount of time. So, well, that's about 4 hours for this one. So, I've got another one set to go as part 2. I anticipated that I would have to break them in 2. I hear Joe Jackson singing now. Always breaking us in 2. Yeah, but I kind of have to. I'm going to wrap this one up here. And I'm going to probably take a 15-20 minute break, stretch, do all that kind of thing, yada yada. And I'll immediately post part 2 and start streaming that here after the short break. So thank you for tuning in again. I need to beg you to do a like and subscribe. As I was saying earlier, my wife doesn't have a problem with me doing this when I'm not when the day job I'm on standby. So when my standby job isn't happening, I'm doing the best I can to try to make a little side money doing this. And I told the wife, you know, I'm trying. It's not making a lot of money. I made like $2 yesterday. Hey, that's good. Keep trying. Keep going. So that makes her happy. So please, let's keep her happy. Please hit the like and subscribe. Thanks. Okay. After a short break, let me find it here. Cover art for the next episode. Gonna look like that, similar, but it is gonna say part 2. Part 2. And this messed up and bugged out anyway on us again. Okay, see you shortly.